Okay. My intro is like very lagged again. Jeez. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another live stream from Simply Nerdy. I am your host, Steven, and I am a bit choppy today, so I'm sorry if my audio is lagged and I'm interrupting people. I apologize. I don't know what's going on with my internet connection right now, but it's obviously not very happy. Because last night was madness, and that's why I wanted to do this live stream this afternoon. Is last night those pre-orders went live. For us, it was 10 p.m., and it was just utter chaos. Joining me for this discussion, we've got David and Austin. Thank you both so much for being here.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
And it's good to be with all of you as well. We'll be watching the stream comments if you have experiences you want to share with us or other insights. We are more than happy to hear what you think and what you thought about your experience. Go ahead, David.
Sorry to interrupt. I was going to say, question number one. Did any of us get a Switch 2 on the panel?
No.
I don't think any of us here did. Well, Steve did, right? I think, Steve, you're the
I got one, finally. Yeah. Actually, David got one too.
Yes.
David? Yes, did you, David?
I did end up getting one, but yes, it was a journey.
Was that from last night or this morning, or how did you?
It was last night. It was
okay.
And we can talk about the details, but I didn't know if you wanted to go first, Steve.
I can go first. I can set the stage and help you all. Whoever didn't pre-order, feel the pain, man. Because let me tell you, at 10, no, not even 10, at 9:58, I was there. I had forgotten that GameStop wasn't doing their pre-order still this morning. So I had GameStop open. I had Best Buy open. Best Buy was my primary pick. And then I had Walmart open. So I had Walmart, I had Best Buy, and GameStop. Anyway, I was refreshing those pages already like 2 minutes before, and 10 p.m. came, and I swear GameStop forgot to hit the launch button or the go button or whatever, because their website didn't show that they were accepting pre-orders until about 10:30 last night.
Wow.
Which one?
That would have given me a chance if I'd checked them then.
Yeah.
I checked.
I guess it was kind of nice.
I checked, but I checked like 15 to 20 minutes late. I was like, oh yeah, it's 10 o'clock. I probably wasn't one of the people that I was like sitting, waiting in anticipation like most people. I was just kind of going on with my evening, and I was like, oh, by the way, it's 10:15. Maybe I can check and see if a pre-order is available.
Gosh, man. You joined it's chaos. But their buttons just kept saying coming soon, and it was all deactivated buttons.
Oh,
nothing activated, no pre-orders going on anywhere. And then you had Walmart, who had their little countdown timer going. So I was kind of watching that. I was like, oh, that's fun. I know exactly what I need to refresh and get going. And it got to 0. I refreshed, and kind of the same thing. Just kind of crashing everywhere for a little bit. I finally got on the waiting list for Walmart. But Best Buy was still not showing anything, like I said, until about 10:30. All of a sudden, by that point, I was freaking out because I hadn't got any luck anywhere. Like I said, the GameStop wasn't doing the pre-orders yet, and I forgot. So I was on there, and they weren't doing anything. And then I got to Target, and I was like, oh my gosh, here's Target. And of course, that's the one website I did not do my pre-checks. I didn't get my account ready. I didn't have my payment method ready or anything.
Yep.
No, exactly, shelf help.
Says now you know how I felt shopping for a new NVIDIA 50 series graphics card a few months ago. No kidding.
Yeah, that was madness too. And same with the PlayStation 5. Yeah, this is just unfortunately something we have to deal with in the tech industry. But oh man. Anyway, go ahead, Austin.
Well, it wasn't until I think it was just yesterday that I don't remember when it was, but I think it was yesterday that Nintendo released a statement saying, by the way, we're probably not going to have enough stuff to go around.
Exactly. Exactly. And the whole time they've been like, don't worry, guys, we're going to have plenty of Switches to go around.
I know.
And when they said that, I was like, there's no way. This is Nintendo we're talking about. That's not happening.
They were like, we're Yeah, they were like, we're taking extra measures to make sure that everyone can have some and deal with scalpers and all that. And then the next thing you know, we're hearing that it's not going to be enough. Not even this go around, but the next go around won't even they won't even have enough
two
stock.
rounds.
And you
Yeah,
know what?
2 rounds, and they won't have enough.
It was my goodness, it was a joke with dealing with Target. By the way,
Oh no.
Yes, I was just gonna say that.
it was the worst one because
Yes,
Walmart had a digital queue, and I'm sold on that system now after experiencing it. And I think Best Buy had that. Anyway, Target did not. They had like no queuing system, no bot
Nope.
protection, and
no bot
so
protection. It was. Yeah, go ahead, David.
I had like Target pulled up and Walmart, and Target was gone in like milliseconds. Like
Mhm.
right at time you hit refresh. Although I did hear that maybe they opened like a minute or two early, so I guess I wasn't there right when they opened.
Oh,
if that's
okay,
true.
Okay.
But anyway, still,
You
like-
know, I'm only a little bummed because I realized last night, now it's coming back to me. I loaded Best Buy because that's my go-to when I look for like Nintendo products or anything like that. And I loaded the page and it did say, we have you in a queue. Just wait, and then,
Nice.
or something. And then I figured after like 5 or 10 minutes of waiting, I was like, oh, they probably already gotten all snagged and that's why it's not loading for me. So I just left. I was like, I'm done waiting. I probably could have left my phone on
Yeah,
and
right.
waited, but oh well.
I'm gonna
The
get to
queue
that
was
part
like
too.
yeah, the queue was like 20 minutes. It was long.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shoot.
And it didn't and it was pretty vague, right? There was no like hint about your number
There's
in
no
line,
indicator
or
of like exactly. Nope,
Yeah.
nothing.
you're like, do I need to do anything else? Do I just sit here? Do I need to hit refresh?
Yeah.
It was pure stress inducing.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing for me is like the reason I probably didn't feel as much stress. I was just casually going about it. I checked it. I was like, oh, I'm in a queue. I'll see. 10 minutes later go by. I'm like, eh. But I don't know. I'm kind of at the point with Nintendo where I'm like, when I get it, I'll get it. I have other games in my backlog I can play in the meantime. The first game that's going to come out is Mario Kart, and then of course you can play Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom to see their new revamped versions. But I don't know. I have other priorities that I'm excited to get to, and so I'm like, I can wait. I'm one of those few that are like, I'll wait till Christmas. I'll wait till next year. Maybe they'll have a special version of the console, like a Zelda edition. Probably not, but that'd be sweet.
See his background, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All the Zelda stuff. But oh man, going back to the Target experience, like I was able to get one in my cart, and I tried to check out, didn't work, and well, I actually had to update my payment information. Like I said, I didn't do that prior for Target, so I was like trying to do it, but at the same time, I was like, this wasn't my primary. I have so much work here I got to do. Let's check on Best Buy. Let's check on GameStop again to see what they're doing, and nothing. Still deactivated buttons. And then by this point, I was freaking out on the Discord. So sorry, Discord. He had a lot of me like freaking out on the Discord. I was just like panicking. And then I called Anthony, and I was just like, "Yo, are you having any luck?" He's like, "No." He's like, "I've got me and my wife. We're both looking on different
Oh, wow.
laptops." But Anthony was able to get one from Walmart. He waited in line for Walmart and finally got in.
Nice.
And then right after that, his wife was like, Best Buy's open. I was like, oh my gosh. So I went over there, I hit the pre-order button, and it put me in line. And anyway, it was just a madhouse. I was able to get one at Best Buy by waiting in line, but it took like 30 minutes of waiting. And like David said, there's even on Best Buy's website, there was no queue. There's no indicator of what place I was, if I could even have a chance of getting a console or not.
Right.
It just said, do not refresh. Do not leave this page. And I'm just sitting there like freaking out. But I don't know if you guys want to add anything before I go to the poll.
Well, I wanted to ask you, Steve. So did you not?
I made a go ahead.
Did you not get an email then from Nintendo with the invitation? Since I think you were one of the key account holders.
So those
for your group.
invites. Yes, I am the key primary holder for our group, but I did not get an email because those are not coming out until May, if I understand.
Oh, those
correctly. Those are coming
okay.
later.
You know what?
So
They're
and yeah, supposedly according to Nintendo. Go ahead, David.
sorry, I was just going to say that there was like a statement today or even late yesterday that the My Nintendo ones might get delayed. So, like,
Oh wow.
Yep.
there was like a message saying if you registered, like you might get your invitation after the launch of the console. So,
After the launch of the console.
Wow.
Oh
Great.
my gosh.
Thanks, Nintendo.
Anyway, who knows when that's going to happen? I don't know.
Yeah.
But they have enough for everyone to go around, guys. They have enough for everyone. Anyway, Shelf Help Gaming here. He says hopefully Nintendo supplies pre-order restock inventory sooner than Nvidia did.
yeah.
How long did Nvidia take to restock theirs?
Too long. A year? I don't even know. It was a while.
Oh my gosh! Are you serious?
Yeah, and then Stealth responded saying, unfortunately, they rely on NVIDIA for processors. So, yeah.
Oh man. Anyway, so we had a poll on our YouTube where we asked you, were you able to get a Nintendo Switch 2 pre-order? 19% said, heck yeah! So that's good. That's not the experience I had. I was under the yes, but crap, that was stressful. That's
Here, let me-
15%. Yeah,
I'll
go
share.
ahead.
I'll share it so that way
Yeah.
we can see it here on the stream.
Oh man,
Share screen.
it's just madness.
I was also in that second group, Steven. The yes, but it was
Yeah,
stressful.
there you go. Yes, but it was stressful, man. Oh my gosh, it's like 15% of us. 9%. I feel so terrible for all you 9%ers out there that you. Oh my gosh, like that was my nightmare yesterday. After many attempts, I did not get one.
That's basically.
Oh,
I can't say many
gosh.
attempts, but I did attempt, and I didn't end up getting one. So I guess that's where I would fall.
I'm sorry, Austin.
That's okay.
And a whopping 57% said I did not pre-order.
Wow.
Wow,
You know,
that's
What's
insanity.
interesting is I've
I'm-
seen a couple of these polls now from
Yeah.
different channels, and the overwhelming percent is like a lot of people saying they didn't even try, they didn't do it, or didn't try.
I
Like-
wonder why.
But I mean, there was that backlash with pricing. I kind of thought maybe
Yes.
because there was so much controversy about pricing that it would be easier to get a console, but it was still hard. So
Yeah, could be a mix of that, the
fair.
pricing. It could be also the people who were just like, there's not going to be any chance because the stock is so limited.
Low, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like probably an Austin scamper. They're like, let's just wait.
I'm okay.
Dang, Shut Up Gaming says that some are still not in stock. Oh my gosh. Oh man.
It's going to be one of those interesting situations where, like, not Delta flight, whatever flights, like, overbook, right? Or they overstock and then they have to.
Yes.
I think Amazon did something like that, didn't they? Where Amazon like
I
had to
don't know.
cancel pre-orders for
That's-
people in the past.
that's my fear. That's my fear because like I'm still like, oh, I got it. Oh, phew. But like I did hear that Target canceled some already.
Speaking.
Oh
of
my gosh,
Amazon,
are you serious?
did Target
Yeah,
really
they're like
cancel?
Target had to cancel because they allowed more orders than they actually have stock for or something.
Yikes.
That's the next story. Yeah, Shelf Help. I've heard Amazon pre-orders for Switch 2 may go up tomorrow.
Oh, if that's the case,
I am
there's
not
still
sure.
hope.
Maybe if the website works and Nintendo is crashing the internet wherever they get their wherever the pre-orders go live, they are breaking. They're breaking stuff.
Well, I wonder if the other retailers will have multiple pre-order what do you call that? Just phases, I guess, where they'll have another allotment of stock from Nintendo.
Hopefully.
I don't know. So there could be hope. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
See, for me, like, I know that at launch there's just Mario Kart World, right? And so that's why you're saying, Austin, that you're willing to wait. For me, though, I haven't bought any other new console. This is the one I've been saving for years. So I feel that urgency. Like, I've already waited long enough. I didn't get a PS5 or any of the because
Yes.
Mhm.
the Nintendo Switch has been my primary console for 8 years, and it's finally time for an upgrade for me. So
Let's
And-
go, Dave. Oh, it's gonna be such a nice upgrade for you, man.
and there's some
awesome.
good third party support. I know a lot of people are like,
Yeah.
some people aren't too excited about the third party because they're like, we've already played these games, but I haven't. A lot of these games I have not played because they weren't on Switch. So
And they're big
um,
deals because they're current gen games.
yeah,
The
so
third
Split,
parties are actually coming over. Yes, but yeah, especially Split Fiction.
that's my main one. That's a must play for me and my wife,
Oh.
and I just didn't have a place to play it, and now Switch 2, it's gonna be. Although I did see file sizes were revealed for some games today on Switch 2, and Split Fiction is like 70 gigs. So welcome,
Oh,
welcome to the era
welcome
of
to the third party. Yes.
yeah,
Welcome to the era of modern third party games.
yeah. And since I got the Mario
Oh,
Kart
man.
bundle, so that's a digital, and it's like 27
Yeah.
gigs or something like that, right? Mario Kart World.
Yeah, it is. It is a bigger Mario Kart game. Nintendo's have always been the masters of compression, but
Yeah.
I'm curious to see the contrast between Mario Kart World and other games
Yeah.
that they're
I
going to be
mean-
bringing
I mean-
to the Nintendo Switch 2.
Looking at those file sizes, it's actually really good. Like 27 is
I
a lot.
agree.
It's really good compared to 70. So like if I have Mario Kart digital and then if I get Split Fiction, I think it's only digital or like the game or no, like a code in the box, I think is what I saw for Split Fiction on Switch 2. So I'm gonna have to download that probably, and that's like almost half of the space on Switch 2.
Jeez.
No, it's not quite half, but it's a lot. So it'll be interesting.
Here's a question for you three. Austin, you probably might not have, but I'm just curious about David. Have either of you got a micro SD Express card
No,
yet?
No.
it seems
I
like
had I had this old
Go ahead.
one from my phone, but I think it's just one of the regular SD.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it's the Express or whatever.
It's not.
Yeah, no.
Unfortunately. David, go ahead. What were you saying?
it's something like I'm going to consider someday. I'm not going to rush and do it, but yeah, it'll be on my if it ever goes on a good sale kind of thing. Then I'll upgrade the space.
It's gonna go up in price if
it's gonna be
anything.
a while, yeah. So there is only like a 128 gigabyte and a 256 gigabyte on Amazon right now.
And they're
from
what, like
ScanDisk,
$50?
and they're
or
like
something?
$60, $50. Yep,
Something like that, yeah.
$50 and $60, and the 256 that is $60 is currently gone. It's sold out.
Oh man.
So that's why I was wondering. I was like, wondering if you guys were some of the few that were able to grab one before they were gone. I unfortunately didn't. I was like, I wonder if more options will come up before the Switch launch, since there's going to be a lot of need for an Express SD card. But so far, that's like the only one I can find, and they're pretty pricey.
Yep. Yep.
Just
Just add
goodness,
that,
guys.
tack that onto the total price of your $1,000
$1,000.
too.
Yeah. I have a 512 gig for my Switch 1, and it's been awesome. So I don't need anything bigger than 512. But I would like to get a 512 once they're finally made, but then they're going to be expensive.
Yeah.
Go ahead, David.
Yeah, as I say, for me, like it is definitely the most expensive Nintendo console. I'm okay with the console price. Obviously, I wouldn't have pre-ordered
Me
it
too.
not. It seems reasonable. It's like it's like in the range of a Steam Deck
Yep.
price. So anyway, and with that bundle with Mario Kart, that's actually a really good deal because the
Agreed.
game by itself is 80. So if you buy the bundle, you're getting the game for 50, which is pretty nice. That's why if I'm getting Mario Kart, that's how I'm getting it. So
Agreed.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
so anyway, it's expensive either way, and some of the accessories like the flash card, the SD cards, like I'm gonna have to just get those kind of things gradually to offset. Like I'm not gonna try
Yes.
and get everything up front. So
I wanted
SD
to.
card maybe someday. I've heard really good things about the new Pro controller. Maybe someday. Like I'm not gonna try and get it now, but like
I was going to ask you, David, did you pick up anything else with your pre-order?
no, just the console.
Nice.
But
I actually did end up getting the Pro controller, so we'll see
ooh,
how it is.
you should do.
I did it separately though because I was told that if you pre-order like an accessory on the console, and one of the items is canceled, like the pre-orders get canceled, you lose the entire order. So I didn't want that to happen if I yeah. So anyway, I ordered them both separately in separate transactions, but I did get a Pro Controller. That was the only accessory that I got. I wanted to get the camera just because I wanted to like try it with you guys and have a video on it, and then I'm like, then what do I do with it?
And then you're going to be the only one with the camera.
Exactly. I was like, yeah, maybe I'll just skip the camera.
Yeah.
But no.
Well,
Sorry,
I'm
David,
jealous.
interrupt. Go ahead.
I'm jealous of the Pro Controller, Steve. I've seen reviews and they're all saying it's amazing, and I saw a report saying it charges in half the time of the
time. Yes.
So it charges
Wow.
fast. It's
It looks awesome. I'm so excited. I actually asked for it for my birthday because the Switch 2 is launching around my birthday. So I was like, that's going to be my birthday present. I can pay for the Switch 2 with my personal allowance money that my wife and I kind of give ourselves some, we call it fun money. So I'll use my fun money to buy the console, but the Pro Controller will be a birthday gift.
Nice.
Switch 2.
So that's how I justified it.
The Switch 2 is my birthday gift. I just
Yeah.
also launched me around my birthday. High five, June birthdays, Steve, and same day birthdays.
Yes.
Nice.
I won't reveal the day because for privacy.
Nope. For privacy reasons, not revealing about it. It's the same day.
Yeah.
Years apart.
For me, it would have to be one of those things where it's like a multi-year birthday gift. This is going to be your birthday gift for this year and next year. And
Yeah.
That's what my sound system was for me.
gotta save up some
Birthday
fun
and
money.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Yes, you should. Anyway, here's the other question I have for you two, because I honestly don't know the answer to this question, but I'm sure that viewers have this question in mind. Specifically, if they were one of the 9% that said that they tried to pre-order but couldn't get one. Comment from Shelf Help. Same here. June birthdays for the win. That's what I'm talking about, brother. Let's go. What can people do to pre-order a Nintendo Switch at this point? Is there still hope in getting a Switch 2 on launch day? The GameStop pre-orders went up this morning, and they had the same experience as last night. The whole website was crashing like crazy. I tried to pre-order another one for a friend of mine, and it would not work. So anything that people can do.
There is. I would think that they would, like I said, that there's a potential for a separate phase of allotment and pre-ordering to take place. I know Nintendo did come out and say that they are going to do a whole separate batch, I guess, for at least through Nintendo, but that would make me think that they're also going to supply at least a small allotment to each of the retailers. But I don't know if the retailers are going to try to have some for the release day and have some in store that aren't pre-orderable. I don't know. So my guess is yes, there's hope, but don't bet your life on it.
Yeah. I think the only chances for launch day are if Amazon does pre-orders. Be watching for that. And then the My Nintendo
supposedly tomorrow.
Yeah, the Nintendo Store registration. There's some hope of some people getting it launch day through that, but obviously not everybody.
Lottery style, unfortunately.
Yeah, because of Nintendo's statement saying they won't be able to do them all by launch day, but that's still an avenue. So register through the Nintendo Store for a chance there.
Well, unless somebody's already asked you, Steve, if you end up getting an invitation from Nintendo, I wouldn't mind buying it off of you unless somebody else already claimed it. Because I think you already have yours pre-ordered.
Nope.
Yeah.
I have mine pre-ordered. Anthony got his. I was going to give mine to Anthony. He was the first one to ask. But he got one too. So, yeah, it's totally open.
There you go.
I'm planning on getting it if I get selected. I am planning on buying it if I am selected just for whoever needs it. Because for real, the market right now is
sweet.
Nuts.
Yeah.
So, and hopefully, there's going to be some kind of stock on launch day. Maybe. I don't know if retailers typically give out all of their systems on the pre-orders or if they save a few for launch day.
That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe there's a chance you can find one on launch walking in. Be there when it opens.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you. Go ahead, Dave.
Nothing else. I was gonna say that I need to jump off the stream, but it's been fun discussion. Hopefully
Same.
everybody is able to.
I agree. I need to hop off and eat some lunch.
Sounds good. Well, thank you guys.
Yeah, thanks. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you so much for joining us. Let us know down in the comments below what your experience was. If you tried to pre-order it, if you didn't, why not? And don't forget that Stealth also has a June birthday. So that's what I'm talking. We just got all kinds of June here in the chat and on the stream.
Nice. We need to
Happy
have
birthday, everybody!
we need to have a simply Saturday birthday bash or something
Yeah,
for
that's
all the
true.
June
And-
birthdays.
Oh, nice! That'd be awesome. I'm totally
be
down.
sweet.
Let's go. We'll replace the Nintendo Switch 2 titles.
Yeah.
Which means Mario Kart.
Yes.
Let's go. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Until next time, keep it
Keep it
nerdy.
nerdy.